Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Middlesbrough. Can you hear me? If you are in Finley, can you let me know? Is the stream looking okay to you guys out there? Can you hear and can you see everything? I'm looking a bit rough myself tonight. It's been a busy day. Been doing a lot of work with regard to FM24. It just beta time is very, very busy for me as a creator. Getting a video out every day is very, very tough. But we're getting there, and we've pretty much covered the weekend now. And hopefully within a few days we'll be finishing covering up to the end of next week. And that's when the full game will drop and all the bugs will be ironed out, etc. So if there is anybody in here, guys, let me know how the stream is. I don't know. On my analytics stuff, I don't know if there are people here, if there are people not here. I have absolutely no idea. You'd have thought that YouTube could have put a viewer counter on here somewhere, but it doesn't. So I have absolutely no idea how many people are here. Hey, Andy, how are you doing, my friend? We're doing slightly better at Middlesbrough. Not a lot, but slightly better. And if we just have a look at where we're at, we are currently still in 13th. How we staying there, I don't know, but we're above the point a game ratio, which is always a good sign. We've got 18 points now. I've moved it on since you were last here. We beat Ajax in the last game. I don't know how. Of last episode, that was just the worst fixture list I've ever seen. Man United, Arsenal, Bayern, Newcastle and Liverpool. And since then, it didn't seem to be going to get any better. We drew with Norwich, but then beat Brighton by the only goal. And then in the Champions League, we beat Galatasaray by 2-0 before we lost in the Premier League to West Brom. And it's one of the things I think I've noticed about FM24. We'll come to that in a minute and see if you agree or not. And then we drew with Tottenham, so we can't beat West Brom or Norwich or any of the other numbskulls that we failed to beat, Crystal Palace. But we do all right against Tottenham, and then we go and beat Leeds, who are a very good team. So it just doesn't make any sense to me what is going on. And in terms of the Champions League, we're here in 8th. We are in 8th place in the Champions League. We played 5 and have 10 points. So that doesn't make any sense either. How can we be playing these teams? Like, who have we played in the Champions League? Atletico Bilbao, Monaco, Bayern, Ajax, Club Brugge. How can we be playing against these teams and be 8th in the Champions League table? And yet, playing against teams like West Brom, we can't beat them. And I have a theory, because West Ham is no different. And what do the two clubs have in common? Basically, it's their first season for a while in Europe. So West Ham are in the Europa League and Middlesbrough are in the Champions League. How they're in the Champions League, I don't know. They should not be there. But both teams suffered in terms of the Premier League. And it's so similar, in fact, that it just doesn't bear thinking about. The results and the positions, like West Ham's results, were very, very poor. I don't know how West Ham finished where they are. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but the results were really, really poor, and yet they did really well in Europe. And the same is happening for Middlesbrough. So I think I can see a little bit of a pattern emerging here. And I think that if you are in your first season in Europe playing FM24, it's going to be very hard on you. It's not going to be as easy as it was before. and your results in the Premier League are really going to suffer. And I think that's one of the things that I've worked out already. It's Europe is going to be a big problem. And people thought it had got harder last year, but I think it's got even harder this year. And both clubs, West Ham and Middlesbrough, are really suffering in the Premier League. The other thing that I was thinking about is that this is not a chop and change game anymore. I think you have to have one tactic and you have to stick to it until they are absolutely 100% familiar with it. And if I look at the tactic that we've been using just very recently is the high press. If we look at the familiarity, they're very familiar, but the problem that they have is the position role duty. Everything else is fine. It's just they're not yet familiar with the positions, the role and duty. If I go and have a look at Asprilla, for example, which is quite interesting. Oh, he's happy now, but previously, this position here, as you recall, is a shadow striker. Now, if I then go back and have a look at his familiarity with that, it's very, very low. Position, role and duty almost non-existent. And yet, he was playing that all last season, so he should be absolutely familiar with that shadow striker role. So I've had to move him to an attacking mid, which actually might function better with the advance forward. If I think about it, but now his familiarity is a lot better. It's really strange what's going on at the moment, and I'm not sure I've worked things out. But we have to go with one tactic. The low block, the familiarity is lower, and again, it is to do with their position, role, and duty. It's not that much worse, but we've still got to get them up to speed. And again, if we put him down to an attacking mid on support, then we're probably going to have it just slightly more. Now it's getting up to being pretty familiar. And then this one, they're not very familiar with it at all. But again, they're familiar with everything apart from the position, role, and duty. So I think in FM24... we are up to where in the schedule now? December. I think it's going to take a lot longer to get familiar with a tactic. I don't know, Andy. What are you finding? Am I reading that correctly? What are you finding, Andy? See, he wants me to play in a low block now against Bruges. And does that make any sense to me? Okay, well, I'm prepared to go with what he's saying, but if I'm going into the low block, I'm going to push the line up. I don't want a standard line with a low block. I want that space condensed. I'm prepared to listen to him. And let's have a look at this. I've turned the computer off now, so I might have the curse of the switching the computer back on. But he needs closing down and left foot this point. I remember having him, Clinton Matter. Who did I sign him for in FM22? Oh, blimey. I would go out and try and control the game whilst being positive. Well, we do try to control a game. It is a short passing tactic. It's how I like to play. That's my style. But it doesn't seem to be working very well in FM24. And maybe it's the old tactics coming across that are not working. Who knows? But I also know that West Ham have suffered the same fate as Middlesbrough. So... I think it could be to do with Europe, and it's not being very fair with you or very nice on you. So he wants right foot and closing down. I think the game is going to give you problems. if you're first time in Europe. It was fairly easy in FM23 to do really well when you were in Europe, so maybe they've tweaked that now so it's not so easy to do well in both competitions. Maybe. He's quite pacey, this boy, isn't he, for a defensive mid. Quite a pacey geezer. I don't think I'm going to do anything with him apart from turn him on his left foot. He's a little bit pacey for my liking. And then he's got no pace whatsoever. Anticipation is poor. So I think we should tight mark him and left foot. And left foot. That's him, isn't it? Left foot. And then, I thought his name was Heineken. Vanaken. He's got no pace either. Is that the one I was looking at before? He's a DM. No, that's what I've done. I don't want to. I want to tight mark him. He's got no pace and he's left foot, isn't he? Yeah. I got the wrong person there. And then Godzilla. Cosiello. He's not very strong. So we will hard tackle him and close him down. And then the wingers, they lack pace. They're not the paciest wingers I've ever seen. I think we'll close him down, actually. He's not the fastest winger I've ever seen. And so, he's pretty pacey, though. Good acceleration. Poor decisions. I think we'll turn him on to his right foot. Don't think we need to worry about him too much with his poor decision making. And then I think just tight mark him. Or tight mark him. And then we'll go and play this football match. Manquillo is not fit, but we have to get these boys up and running. And let's see where we go. This is a match we should be winning. Make sure that we do. Bruges must be useless then. So it might not be the right thing to do is to play the low block. Oh, I've got the music on, haven't I? Oh, because I was recording West Ham this afternoon. So very impressive. But I need to take that music off. Let's pause and let's... Where can I go to take the music? Oh, just in here. Sounds off. Okay, let's see what happened. Oh, I just put sounds off. Oh no, sounds on. Let's see what happens. I do miss having the... With this new skin, I do miss having the league tables to view. I mean, if we can put a run of results together tonight, I'll be very impressed. It's about time we did something. And maybe turning the computer on will be good for us tonight, not bad for us. Oh, penalty, ref. But we've scored instead. Marcus Antonio, who went into the match a little bit anxious, but we have scored. It's 1-0. And I don't know where we'll go. Will we be up to about 4th or 5th in the Champions League and can't win a match in the Premier League? Oh, his goalkeeper was absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So how does that affect us? Yeah, no, we're up to 6th in the Champions League. And we cannot win a match in the Premier League. It's diabolical. Oh boy. I wish I could rotate as well, but I've only got 22 players in the squad. Oh, I did get some money given to me. The board did give me 14 million, I think. 14.75 million. That's something else that's happening in FM22. I didn't get as much for Middlesbrough as I got for West Ham. West Ham got a Christmas present of 26 million, which was very generous of the board. Are you finding that, Andy? Are the board giving you money just before Christmas for your transfer budget? I haven't even asked for it in either save. They've just given me some money and said, here you go, happy Christmas. and, which is fine. If that's a new thing in FM24, I like it. Can we get another one? Come on, let's get another goal. I don't like 1-0s. Oh, good effort, good effort. I do not like 1-0s. Never have and never will. 2-0, still a bit dodgy. But definitely 1-0s are not very nice. But we have all the match momentum. Our shots on target ratio is good. XG's pretty low though. But we haven't dominated the possession, which is quite interesting. We've only had 40% of the possession. Maybe I need to get some more possession. Maybe you're right, Andy. Maybe I need a tad more possession. So what I'm going to do is go a little bit shorter. We're going to slow it right down now. Go a little bit shorter. Try and get a bit more possession. Everybody's playing reasonably well. Nobody's, apart from Antonio, he's just high because he got the goal. You're doing well. Keep working hard until half-time. Arezo's not having his best game ever. But I think we need more possession, so we need to slow it all down a little bit. Already we're improving. Just a tad, not too much, but we've got a little bit more of the ball, 3% more now. So shorter passing's working a little better. But 1-0 is never enough, is it? We'll have to go attacking in a minute. Oh, lordy, lordy. Well, we got a little bit more possession. Not enough, but we're losing now the battle in terms of shots on target. So, do I go back to what we were doing? They are definitely coming back into the game. We're just about ahead. Time to make some changes, I think. Brandon Williams is very tired. Yeah, I know it's weird, Andy. Like, I'm not used to the board just saying, here's a pile of cash for the winter transfer window. That's definitely. Could you change one of the tabs to show the what? The league table, sure. We'll have a look at the league table. I want to try and import it into the custom view, but I can't seem to do it, which is a bit of a shame. I'll try. We'll start second half and we'll try to do that. Asprilla and Brandon Williams are tired. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, of course, because my squad is so small and I've got so many injuries. I actually don't have a left back now. Do I have a right back? I don't have a right back on the bench either. So he's going to have to be exhausted. Asprilla, though, I can change. Let's give Akpom a run out. And Arezo is dreadful. I don't even have a striker. Let's put Ruiz up top. Jones over on the left. And who's this now? Oh no, Arezo can't. Ah, I know what I was doing, yeah. I know what I was doing. So Arezo is coming off. Force can come on the right. Jones can go on the left. Akpom can go in the centre. Esposito. The two midfielders are playing okay. But we've got a problem at centre-back as well. 6.5 here for Amadosic. Amadosic is supposed to be a really good centre-back, but he is playing rubbish. Really playing rubbish. And I don't know why. So let's have a look. See if we can get the league table up here. See, I can't... There is no custom... Absolutely no way to custom this, Andy. And there's not even a custom tab here where you can put your own in here. I need to get the old skin that I was using back. The only thing I can do is just jump between these two screens. And at the moment we are in 6th. If we continue to win, we'll be in 6th. I don't know what I'm going to do about Brandon Williams. I have no left back on the bench. I don't know what to do. He's just going to have to run himself into the ground. What is his... let's put him on fullback on support. That'll... And then maybe we can tell him to run around less. Take fewer risks. Dribble less. Close down less. Ease off the tackles. Hold your position. And that might save a little bit of energy with him. At the moment, we're just hanging on to this result. I'm not very happy as we come into the last 5 minutes. And Esposito is tired now. I do have Bohinen on the bench. And hopefully we'll just hold on now. Hold on, boys. But there is going to be a highlight. It's going to be 1-1, is it? A last-minute goal. Nope, we've managed to clear it. Force, that's a poor pass. Oh, no way. Oh, good save, good save. Let's have a look at these lines. We're going to come off the trigger press. Step up more. We're going to time waste a lot now. Dribble less. Be more disciplined. And go a little bit narrower. We don't want to counter press now. We'll hold our shape. Slow the pace down. We'll try and hold on. So, Andy, unfortunately, I cannot change that to get the league tables up there. The only tabs I can change are those, and there's nothing in there. I'm a bit annoyed, really. It's poor planning. There should be a custom one, but it's the only one that's available. It's the work the space one. It's the only one available at the moment, so I've just downloaded that one. At least it gives more stats than we had before, but the custom one is poor. We got the result despite not being at our best. So we are up to 6th in the Champions League, and that doesn't make any sense to me at all. That does not make any sense to me at all. And we're struggling in the Premier League, and we can't get a result in the Premier League, but we're absolutely rocking in the... I don't know, is it all about rotation? But I've only got 22 players, and some of those are injured. So is it about rotation? What is it about? How do we solve this problem? So let's rest them for a day. I can't believe that I don't have... Yeah, Twanzebe is injured. He's going to be out 10 days and 3 weeks. Livramento is injured. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. Pico. So I don't have any fullbacks. This is like FM hardship, this is. All those two defenders really important. I have one. Do I have anybody in the reserves I can bring in as a fullback? A striker, goalkeeper, defensive mid, Striker. Anybody in the under-21s can play fullback? Anybody? Can I have a look in the car park, Andy? Anybody who wants to come and play as a fullback here? They're just rubbish. Promising fullback, but he's out on loan. There's just nobody here. I've just been done up like a kipper. All my fullbacks are injured. Injuries in FM24? Yep, there are tons of them. And be very careful about your goalkeepers. Having 2 goalkeepers is not enough anymore. You need 3 goalkeepers in your squad. Goalkeepers are getting hurt all the time. And I know a lot of people used to put goalkeepers and they used to like, I'm not putting a goalkeeper on the bench. You need a goalkeeper on the bench. I had both my goalkeepers injured in one game, and then I had to play a Rezo in goal. It's like, come on. What? So goalkeepers, you need at least 3 goalkeepers in your squad. Let's try that. I don't think they're going to be very happy. Oh, so far so good. So far so good. So let's go to this. Who have we got in the Premier League now? Is it Everton? Bottom of the league. You can guess what's going to happen here. Everton, I think, are bottom of the league. So we can know they're 19th, but it's close enough to the bottom. Yeah, it's got to be 4 weeks before I get the other 2 back. So they're going to just have to play those 2 for 4 weeks, and that's going to be tough for them. It's going to be tough for them, but that's all I can do. Unless we can bring in a fullback. We have got some money. So we got 12 million. We could bring in a fullback at the beginning of January, couldn't we? That's like 2 weeks. Let's see if we can find a fullback who can play both sides. We got any on the short list? I like a fullback who can play both sides. There's no fullbacks on the short list at all. Pozo, 52 million, bit too expensive. Let's go to the scouted players. We'll look at, not goalkeepers, we'll look at fullbacks. 11 mil for a left back. Yeah, this one, James Justin, he's a bit pricey. Already can tell you that now. He is a lad that can play both sides, but again, too pricey. 18 to 23 million Manhoff. Now, he'd be useful because he's like a great utility player, can play all over the place. He'd be very useful, but I can't afford him. Cannot afford him. What have I got? 12 mil. Nah. Bit of a shame. We have this one, Felix Agu. Nice pace, decent mentals, just lacks a bit of flair and vision, but decent, just having pass it shorter, can play both sides as well. 2 very strong feet, has very few weaknesses. I think we should get him in. I'm desperate for a fullback, even when the other 2 come back. Somebody else will get injured. So what's he going to cost? 8 to 11.5. And what does he want for money? Let's ask his... Oh, we can't. We can't because he's out on loan. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, he would have done nicely. What's this guy? Too expensive. He's an English guy. This isn't going to work, is it? We're down, right down in the dregs here now. Who's this geezer? A B minus. Good crossing, good dribbling, nice first touch. 30 years old. Very, very good mentals. What's his 29 million. Oh dear. I'm just about to sign him on a free in 2025. Oh, you're so lucky. Can you send him my way, Andy? Send him my way. Who's this geezer? He's a winger. Let's add him back. Can we beat Everton? Could be as good as Bohinen. Now, I think I should rotate the team here. So, oh, they are tired still, aren't they? So, Lewis Jr. No, we don't need to change the goalkeeper. So, Hackney. I can't rotate the fullbacks. Twanzebe and Livramento are still. Unless I play without fullbacks now. Never tried that before. Marcus Antonio. Oh, he's got a virus, has he? And I didn't send him home. Oh, that's why I haven't come to it yet. Send him to a doctor. No, I don't want it spreading around the club. Look at my injury list, and I've only got a squad of 22. Now I've only got 17 players, and I'm like playing twice a week. This game is nuts, I tell you. I do hope that they are going to tweak it a little bit, because this is nuts. I'm going to have half my squad out very soon. So rotation's not an option for the back four, really, is it? Soleil can come in for Amadozic. Amadozi. He had a poor game last time. Good evening, MP. How you doing, mate? Have an extra centre-back as a what? I've only got 3 centre-backs as well. This squad is very light. I didn't have enough money, Andy. That's probably why the board gave me some money. The squad is very light. How are you doing, MP? Is it all good there? Enjoying FM24? So, I don't want to do that tactic anyway. But we will play with the high press against Everton. Because that's the one they're most familiar with. Although for some reason that's gone down. Ah, wait, because I've changed the lines, haven't I? No, I didn't. No. Nothing's changed. So why has it gone down? Because I've got a player missing. Okay. Don't panic. So that's the only change I can make in defence. And then I can make changes in midfield. I can bring Bohinen in. And Hackney. And then I can make changes. I can bring Force in here. Akpom on here because Esprit is still injured. And Elionesi on the wing. Where are all my players gone? Pico, Antonio, Livramento. Where is my other striker? Oh, it's Nemecha, isn't it? Let's give Nemecha a game. Maybe rotation is the key. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the bench. Oh, cheers, MP. Thanks for joining the membership program. Much appreciated, mate. Happy that you're enjoying the streams. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, mate. I don't know. I just feel very... I don't feel that we should be playing a high press against Everton. That I should just stick to the low block because it is less intensive. We look at the intensity of that and we go to the low block. Look at how different the intensity is. We can still counter press, and that really doesn't alter the intensity too much. So I think I'll go with the low block. It's the dribbling, isn't it? And let's go positive. And the intensity is still very, very low. So he doesn't want to rotate, but I do. I've got to rest these players. And against 19th placed Everton, what better? Oh, no way! You cannot be serious. How long's he out for? 3 weeks. I've got no players left. Okay, so I've got 2 centre-backs now for the next 3 weeks. And he has to go as well. This is bonkers. I've got no players left. Can you believe that? FM23 is totally unforgiving. It just is totally unforgiving. My fault, I suppose, for not putting together a squad of 40 players. But it is totally unforgiving. Hi, James. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. I don't know if I get too many injuries now. What will happen? I mean, will the game just shut down or collapse because I can't put a team together? I've never seen so many injuries in my life. But at the moment, I've still got 2 goalkeepers, which is unusual for FM24. It's very unusual to have 2 goalkeepers left. Although I think one has been injured already. Liam Roberts got injured very early on. Well, we've played 1 and won 1 so far, James, so we're not doing too bad. And we are 6th in the Champions League, which is just bizarre. What? No, I don't think so. I just want to have a quiet chat with him. Oh, there's a few things that I've noticed, like dealing with players is really difficult in FM24 as well. They're so easy to upset. I've got so many upset players in the West Ham team. They're like really easy to upset. Oh, this is going to be hard. Tonight's stream is Jackson Boots the Chemist. Oh boy, you're right, Andy. You're right. Oh, don't. He's actually not a bad player, Force. I don't know why he's only got a 2-star rating. He's not actually a bad player. And I just don't feel good about playing Everton with half a team. Not being able to put a bench out there. And we do need to make sure that the intensity is very low. Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure he is. They all want to buy my players as well. Just 1.1 million. I can't do anything with 1.1 million. Don't be so ridiculous. It's like, oh boy. Let's save that one. I have had a couple of crashes in FM24. I had a really weird one earlier on today. So saving it is a good idea at regular intervals. Let's go out there. Let's go attacking. Yeah, he wants to go attacking. Let's go attacking them. Let's go for the jugular. Everton, they're not really. He's quite pacey though, isn't he? We'll just turn him onto his left foot. That'll do for him. Josh Tymon, been around the game for a long time, Josh Tymon. And we'll turn him onto his right foot. Right foot. Tom Davis. Oh, they're playing a 4-4-2, are they? I think we can close him down and left foot. Left foot. And Modder. He looks like their main man. He's not that great, is he? So we'll tight mark him. Don't want to close him down. I want to tight mark him. And Garner can pass a football. Tight mark him and hard tackle him. And then Allende. Oh boy. Hard tackle him and close him down. I don't think we need to bother that weaker foot. He doesn't have a weaker foot. They're both strong. And then, who is this guy? Cabral. He's a tight mark him. Does he have a weaker foot? No, so just tight mark him. That should be enough. Let's go and play some football against... They're all fit, aren't they? So... I don't know if this team is good enough with a rotated squad, but I've got to rotate. Otherwise, in the next 3 weeks, this first team will be on their knees. Absolutely on their knees. It's a match we should be winning. That's what I told them last time. Make sure you do. Yes. How are you finding injuries, guys? Are you getting lots of injuries, or is it leaving you alone? What's your injury situation like, guys? West Ham, it was tough, but then the injuries stopped in the second half of the season. They just completely stopped. In this one, I mean, I need them to stop now because this is getting really silly. So Everton are absolutely hammering us at this point in time. See, a team bottom of the league. They're absolutely taking us apart. And what is the problem? The line, maybe. Let's push the line up, see if that makes a difference. And then if that doesn't work, we are going attacking. It's all Everton. I knew this was going to happen. Knew it. Yeah, absolutely knew it. So we're going to go into the Brazilian now. I get fed up of this game because you can read it like a book. They're bottom of the league again. And we've just beaten Club Bruges. And now we can't beat the team bottom of our league. And like, this is what happened with West Ham time and time and time again. West Ham are ahead of Middlesbrough. And this is following exactly the same pattern. And it is being very cruel to you if you are in Europe. You're not winning any games in the Premier League if you are in Europe. But you'll always do well in Europe. This is really silly. It's becoming really silly. How can we beat Club Bruges really comfortably and then we can't beat Everton? We can't get anywhere near them. Yeah, it happened throughout the season at West Ham. It's happening here. You might as well just give up against teams at the bottom of the league because you ain't winning it. And yeah, there were some really crazy results against Spurs and Chelsea and Arsenal and other teams that we beat, which we had no right to beat. We beat Liverpool 4-0. It's just silly. And yeah, we play against Everton. We can't get near them. And I knew this would happen. Knew it. 2-0. Yeah. What can I do? What on earth can I do? 2-0. I'll have to change the team then. Well, we can't rotate the team, can we? That's we're the home team as well. I don't understand this. And is it 3-0 now? He's on his own. Make it 3-0. Make it 8-0. Prove your point, FM. Whatever you're doing. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's been exactly the same for both clubs. The pattern is so similar. And they've got to sort this out. They can't release the full game like this. This is so poor. It's really poor. Go wider. Drop the line and lower tempo. That's what I just was just now, James. That's why we went 2-0 down. Could try going wider. Just go a tad wider. But we are coming back into the game, I guess. But we're just not creating anything. Look, our XG is 0.5. 0.05. And for a team that should be attacking. But the pattern is the same. The pattern exactly the same as with West Ham. And I know that because I'm ahead in West Ham. What is this about? Is that another glitch? And this is following exactly the same thing. What was that? Get your act together. They're actually not playing that bad. Goalkeeper again. If they want you to have a bad game, your goalkeeper has a bad game. Elionessi's not playing well. It might be that... I mean, the tempo is low. I can bring the tempo down, James. Willing to try all sorts of stuff. I'll have to bring the passing down. But then, if I'm playing wider, I can't play much shorter passing. I'm willing to try anything because I can't beat this. Oh, for goodness sake. Actually, I won't be able to play the game much longer because now I have another player injured. It's bonkers. It's really bad, this game, at the moment. I'm getting actually tired of it, to be perfectly frank, and it's very difficult to be upbeat about it. And I hope they are going to change all this nonsense before the big game drops. It's really bad. The graphics are very pretty, but that's all I can say about it. That's the only thing that I can say about it. The graphics are good. Everything else is appalling. Well, I'll have to change the goalkeeper because he's like a twit. If your goalkeeper starts slipping down from 6.7, get him off straight away. And we have... it's the defence again. Oh, I don't have a centre-back that I can bring on. I don't have a full-back. Boheinen's not playing very well. And Elianessi, Isaiah Jones can come on for him. That's it. And Metcha's not playing that bad. If I put Jones on there, and then I can bring Arezzo onto that wing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on, FM. Sort this out. You can call it. You know what is going to happen. It's like an open book. Middlesbrough forfeit match. Yeah, I mean, I will have about 4 on the bench for the next game, I think. And if they go off with a red dot injury, that's a pretty poor injury. That might be meaning 3 or 4 weeks minimum. Maybe more. All is not lost though, because we'll go and beat Bayern Munich in a minute. This is how this game is playing out. And the West Ham results are absolutely really strange. They just are totally unreal. Police coming around. What have I done this time, Andy? Oh, come on, boys. At least equalise. Let's get a point here against bottom of the team, Everton. Oh, come on. Oh, and I've got another injury. Oh, God. And I can't actually bring on any more subs. 2 injuries in that game. Is there some FA rule that says you must have at least 14 players or something before you can play a match? Because at the moment I think I've got 15. Well, it's 2-2 now. We have come back into the game a little bit, but at what cost? At what cost here? I don't have any more players to nobble, Andy. That's it. I'm out of players. It's got to leave me with 11. It has to leave me with 11. Maybe... let's just drop the line down to higher. And I think we probably need to come down a notch, because I'm only playing with 10 men now. Yeah, pop out into the car park, Andy. See if there's anybody who fancies a game. Who wants to play for Middlesbrough? Oi, I want to change. Let's go here. We can do it from here. Let's go to balanced. Lemaitre can come in the middle. Actually, let's bring him here. Let's pack the midfield out. We're going to go behind, are we? Yeah. God, don't you hate this game sometimes? Oh, 10 players on the pitch. 3 injuries in this game. I have no idea what to do anymore. Yeah, those would be good, James. Those would be good. Can't do any worse than this first team. That's for sure. And I just think the game is stupid. What am I supposed to do with a squad of 14 players playing twice a week? Jonathan, yeah. I am absolutely not liking FM24 at all. I am hating FM24 at the moment. Both saves that I've been doing, they're horrid, absolutely horrid, and it's and look, it's still keeping us at 13th, and that will be fine. And it did the same with West Ham. It kept us around here all the time. We were losing. We were losing to Burnley, losing to Norwich, losing to Nottingham Forest. We lost to West Brom, losing to everybody. But it kept us here. I don't know what happened, but we stayed there. And the same is happening with Middlesbrough. We are not winning any games in the Premier League. And the ridiculous thing is, the absolutely ridiculous thing about this is we are 6th in the Champions League. That is absolutely ridiculously stupid. And the game is doing my head in. And I don't know how many injuries I've got now. He's out for 4 weeks now. Akpom's out for 2 weeks. Player fitness concerns. A little jaded and needs a rest. You're having a laugh. We haven't got anybody left. So who have I got left? In terms of these injuries, it's just bonkers now. And how many players have I got on the bench? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 players on the bench. There's got to be some FA rule that says you cannot play the game. Use the tea lady. And we got to play Wolves. I don't care. In fact, I'm going to just run the tactic. I'm not going to do any alterations to it. And we're just going to run the tactic. And the one I was playing was the high press. And we're not going to alter it. I'm not going to change anything in game. When I was just running it previously, because I didn't have time to be doing changes and looking at the game, we seemed to perform better. So I'm not going to touch it. And we're just going to pick the 11 players we have that are fit. And just go with that. It is just, this game is doing my head in. And they've got to make major changes. SI need to make major changes to it. Or it's going to be one of the worst editions that have ever come out. It really is poor. Injuries, we've got players. If you get a player, an unhappy player, he's going to rip you apart. It's horrid. Absolutely horrid. So we're just going to run with that high press. It's the one that they're most familiar with. And whatever happens, happens. I am changing nothing in game. Nothing. This is what we're doing. And the game will do what it does. And we'll see if I'm absolutely right that it will keep us around 13th place. We're actually 14th, yeah. We'll stay around there. It won't. It will give us the odd win to keep us around 13th or 14th. It's so predictable now. It's unbelievable. I am a little tired of it, that it is so predictable. And I'm just going to let the assistant do it, because I don't feel like I've got any control at all. I don't feel like I have any say in what is going on. I've had it in both saves, James, and both saves have been exactly the same. And that's what's really getting to me. It's not that you can accept it in one save, but when they're both the same. And the fact that the silliest part of all is if we are this bad and we still don't have any players, why are we 6th in the Champions League? That is stupid. And we've had to play Bayern Munich. Like, who have we played in the Champions League? Like, come on. We played Bayern, Monaco, Atletico Bilbao, Ajax, Galatasaray, Club Brugge in the Champions League, and we are 6th. 6th in the Premier League. Pretty much that's what I'm going to do, Andy. I'm going to just let the assistant do it now, because whatever I do is not working. So that's what he wants to do. He can't mess my bench up now. That's one good thing, because he can't leave players off the bench because we don't have enough to put on the bench. So he can't do that. So pretty much that's what I'm going to do, is go on holiday. He's just going to take over everything. Whatever he says goes. Pretty much. I'm not going to criticize anybody either, because as soon as you upset someone, they want to leave. And I don't want that to happen. I mean, I actually won in one of these in West Ham. I just told him your training hasn't been good enough. He was on a 6.1, and it got so out of hand that I've had to sell him. It's just like, just because I happen to say you haven't been training well enough, get your act together. And the whole game is just nuts. Let's make it really hard, shall we, SI? Let's make it impossible to play. Oh, boy. It's winding me up. It's making me really angry at the moment. And I think because both saves are exactly the same. I'm surprised we didn't have a player sent off as well against Everton, just to go down to 9 men. It does stuff like that as well. Who's Promise Thompson? Who is he? He's a left back, 16 years old. I've got a 16-year-old in the squad now. Let's put him in the squad. Why not? Development. Move to the senior squad. Let's put him in. Let's give him a game. So we will do exactly what he wants us to do. Push higher up. And we'll go for it. And whatever happens, happens. Oh, we got another injured player, have we? This is just bonkers. Hot milk at an early night. Well, there are 3 young boys in here now. Who's this? Kevin Hunter, 17 years old. Promise Thompson, we know about him, he's 16. John Buchanan, he's 18 at least. We're really reduced to this nonsense. Oh God. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And the board gave me 14 million. I can probably get 1 player with that. It's just like, I have faith in you boys. I have no faith in you at all. I'll lie. I don't mind telling the odd lie to the boys. I really don't expect anything out of this game, but watch us win this one with a couple of 16-year-olds playing. Wolves are in 4th. We're now actually down to 16th. Oh boy. But this is the kind of game that you just win for some reason when you've got absolutely no right to. I mean, West Ham, we'd lost 4 games on the trot with West Ham, and then we had Liverpool away, and we beat them 4-0. Look, please, what was that about? It's like, and so this is the kind of game that you'll win 8-0 or something. Come on then, here it comes. First goal coming up. Well, that was a bit tame. SI has beaten. It has, James. It's too predictable, and it wouldn't surprise me for us to get a result against Wolves here. Would not surprise me at all, because it's a team who are much better than us, and the teams like Everton and all the others, we can't get anywhere near them. We've lost to Everton. We've already lost to Leicester. We lost to Brentford. Anyone who's down there, we will lose against them. I think we also lost to Nottingham Forest. They were down there at one point, and that helped them to get above us. But I've just lost the will to live with this game at the moment. Lost the will to live. But it's all Wolves. But I did say I'm not going to change anything. I think changing everything actually makes a mess of it. It used to help, but I don't think it does help anymore. It just messes things up. We've had most of the game, to be fair. We've had equal amount of possession. You're doing well. Keep working hard until half-time. But I'm going to have some extremely tough. Shall I play those 16 and 17-year-olds? I'd like to go a goal up before I do that, though. Oh, have they got a red card? About time something positive happened for us. Let's go positive. As something positive has happened, let's go positive. I know I shouldn't make changes, but really you should go positive against 10 men. And maybe now is a good time to go fairly wide, try and stretch them. I tell you what, though, once my players come back, we're going to be murdering teams. Absolutely murdering them. And we are a goal up. What did I tell you, guys? What did I tell you? A team in 4th. Now we'll go and beat them. When we don't even have a team that we can put out. The game's just doing its own thing. You're not in control anymore. It's just doing its own thing. And I know what it's doing. It's the European thing. If you're not in Europe, you'll be fine. But your first season in Europe, this is going to happen to you. Are the boys getting tired? My goalkeeper... Oh, no, that's Manquillo. He's not playing very well, and he's a bit of a worry. Anybody else? El Younessi's not playing very well. Let's make some changes then. So Manquillo is... I don't have a... Oh, we got Woodbine. He's quite pacey, Woodbine. 18 years old. He can come in as a right back. They might turn out to be great players, these boys. And who else is having a poor game? El Younesi. Force can come onto the wing. Is he better as an inverted winger? Doesn't matter. And then Who else is having a bad game? Ruiz. Oh, I got a couple of boys here. Buchanan looks like a tasty winger to me. And I've got another young kid. He's a defender left. But Kevin Hunter. No, I think I prefer Buchanan. Let's get Buchanan on the pitch. You can't. I just. I've never had these problems before, ever, in any version of FM since 2011, which is when I started playing it. And I don't know why we're having them now. I don't have a centre half, that's for sure. And I do have, I think Hackney can come on there. I'm tempted to drop them a bit of encouragement, but every time I do that, shall I do it just for the hell of it? They go and lose a goal. So I'm going to do it just for the hell. Here it is. Oh, but it is a highlight for us, is it? I bet one of those 16-year-olds gets a goal. No. Wolves are going to score, I know it. I'm with Amadozic tired. Should I? No, I'm not going to touch anything. That's the way we've been playing. I'm not going to touch anything. I don't think the game likes you messing with the tactic. It wants you to go with one tactic. Good tackle, my son. Oh, who's this? Arezzo. Oh, come on, game. Enough highlights now. Enough. Oh, another injury. Woodbine's got injured now. Get up, you big baby. Come on. Oh, good Lord, he's rolling around like it's the end of the world. Hey, Theodore. How you doing, mate? I don't know if it's a good thing to be a match. I told you, James. I told you what was going to happen. They're fourth in the league. And even with the fact that we don't have a football team, we were going to win this one. And you could have predicted the Everton one as well. After we beat Bruges, we were definitely going to lose against Everton. Is that another injury? No, he's given us a free kick. No, just a throw. What are these boys doing like Woodbine? Woodbine's on a 6.7. He's playing better than any of the other backs that we've had. And Buchanan is on a 7.1. He's like 17 years old, Buchanan. He's in the team, boy. Oh, there we go. We have beaten Wolves. I called it. Told you it was going to happen. And it does that to keep us... It does that to keep us in 13th place. There you go. 12th. It will keep us there. We might have... I'll do another prediction. Another prediction, because West Ham had a really good February. And in February, there's no... in February, there's no Champions League or... whatever. So I was probably going to win all those games because that's what happened with West Ham as well. It's just let's predict this one. Aston Villa, probably a draw. That'll be a draw, I think. We're not going to be winning 2 on the trot. Defensive work was exceptional. When is the next fixture? This game is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. We've got 6 days. No need to rest them. Have you had a regen, son? I have never had one in... What is it now? This is my 14th year playing it. Never had a regen, son. It's just... I keep hoping one day. And we'll just continue with this high press. I don't think the game likes you changing the tactic. So we'll just keep playing this one. I think the game wants you just to keep going, rolling what you're doing. So are you playing the game, Theodore? How are you getting on with FM24? I'm going to do a video on Saturday saying how appalled I am by it. And they need to get their act together before the main release. Because I'm not happy with it. But Andy, you're saying you're not getting any troubles at all, like I'm having. And you, James, the same? I don't know why I'm getting these problems. Match review in there. Match review in there. We'll just do a recovery there. We'll do a match review. Cool, look at these fixtures coming up. They've got 11 players or something. 3 in a week there. I thought they were not going to be doing that anymore. Getting like so much fixture congestion as well. I thought in the blogs that they announced just a couple of weeks ago there was going to be no fixture congestion, better management of fixtures. 3 in a week, is that better? Is that better than before then? Oh well. It is what it is. Is he a good player? Jack Stott? No, he's rubbish. Oh, he's not bad though, is he? He's just too young. He's supposed to be a good player for the future. Hey, I haven't had an injury this week. Oh, yes, I have. I spoke too soon. Bohemian's gone now. Let's send him home. I just can't take it. Ah, Jesus. Who's left? Is anybody coming back soon? Delivered by Greg's. Oh, God. So now we got Bohemian. Look at this shit here. And half of these are 16 years old, found in the car park near Tesco's. Have to try Sainsbury's car park this week. Who can play in there then? Hackney. Hackney will have to come back. I mean, in all fairness, you got to look at the star rating. Now that I've got all these players injured, look how the star ratings have gone up. Because they're all great players now suddenly, because these guys are not fair. I mean, look at this. I've got the goalkeeper injured as well now, have I? What happened to him? That just suddenly appeared. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players injured at the moment. This is bonkers. And I've got players in need of a rest as well. I've got 2 players who are in need of a rest. And we've got another injury. Yes. I think he was feeling, so he's going to have to play. He's going to have to play. I don't have a full back. Unless I play, this is bonkers. I could play, who played at full back? Woodbine. He had a good game as well. Well, what happened there? I put Woodbine in here, and then their relationship went up. Let's try that again. See? Nothing there. Put Woodbine in at right back, and their relationship gets better. How weird is that? Asprilla is tired. But I don't have any... Look at it. I've got 10 injured players now. Yeah, that could be a newspaper headline, James. Asprilla and Amadozic both are tired and in need of a rest. I can't. Like, this is bonkers. Me pie in hand. I just do game. Do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Manquillo can. Yeah, I thought he's gonna have to play, no matter how injured he is. He's not that bad. He's only got a limp. So he should be all right. Woodbine can be on the bench for us. Woodbine used to be the name of a cigarette. So it's been named after a cigarette, Woodbine. Once these players come back, though, I'm going to be invincible. Once we've got a full squad. With West Ham, this is exactly the same as well as what happened to West Ham. And then after Christmas, I didn't have a single injury. I think I might have had one after Christmas. And I didn't see an injury again. So we've only got to get to Christmas and we'll be okay. And if we can pick up 3 points like once every 3 weeks, then that's enough to keep us around about 13th. Oh, he's come back after a virus. Well, we can get him on the bench then. Put him straight back in with a virus. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He can go back on the bench. This is the daftest game. We're at Boxing Day. So we're coming up to Christmas. We're just past Christmas. So hopefully the injuries are finished now. I better go back and have a look at that. Manquillo is capable of playing, no problem. Akpom, 30 minutes. Is Akpom one of those injured players? Yeah, he can play 30 minutes on crutches. Is there anybody who can play in a wheelchair? Isaiah Jones is 10 days. 9 days. 7 days. No, I can't even... Oh, 2 days. We could possibly get Twanzebe on the pitch at some point. He's gonna put him straight back in the team after his virus. You do what you like, assistant manager. He's like, no chance. He's gonna hardly stand up. Give him a break. And who's this? Antonio. Why is... Hackney can come in. Who have I got here? Esposito. Swap places with Hackney. We can't play him in that condition. He's got a virus, for goodness sake. He's got Twanzebe on the bench. He's not back in training yet. Jones, you can't play him. No way. He'll just get a long-term injury. Twanzebe maybe. Soleil. How long's he got left? 7 days. You can't. His assistant is bonkers. Okay, let's go and play against Villa. Well, as I said, West Ham, we didn't have an injury after Christmas, so hopefully it's going to be the same here at Middlesbrough. The pressure is all on them, yeah, why not say that? I've got some good young kids on the bench, including Mr. Woodbine, so be careful, Aston Villa. It's just like my bench out of 9 players is empty. Third in the table. I don't think we're going to win this one. You only get one of those games where you win. This one we're going to lose. You're only given one of them. I'll be very surprised if we get 2 on the bounce. Especially against 3rd and 4th in the league. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Which one are we? We're in blue and we actually started the game quite well. I keep thinking that we're the team in this colour because of the West Ham save, but we are actually Middlesbrough tonight. Staff ratings. Because I'm doing it like trying to go through the game quickly, James, I don't actually know. I just leave that to the staff to appoint staff, as it were. I think Woodbine will be on fire, yeah, for sure. Did I do opposition instructions? Let's update those. Come on, you got him. They just look better than us. They just look a much better team. Whereas Wolves didn't look a better team than us, but these guys do. Oh. So it makes you think, doesn't it? Why are we losing to Nottingham Forest and Everton and all those bottom teams when we're actually playing quite well against Villa and we beat Wolves? Well, what is going on there? That's okay. Where's the line? Let's push up a little bit. I think we're doing okay. Just push the line up. We've got to start pushing them backwards a little bit. And then we'll bring on the secret weapons later in the second half. Yeah, I might do. I don't think they are, to be fair, James, but might be the staff. Might be the physios are dreadful. In fact, the whole setup might be dreadful. Is he looking for offside there? But the most... Yeah, he's offside. The most annoying thing is why, if things are so bad, why are we 6th in the Champions League? That doesn't make any sense to me at all, and it would not happen. And Walker Peters, I'm going to hard tackle him because he's very tired and I think he's got an injury. We'll press him and hard tackle him. Don't be nasty. Esprit now for me is extremely tired. Has he picked up a knock? Esprit has picked up a knock again, has he? Akpom will come on. Good tackle, Amadozic. Always said he was a great player. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0. Come on, boys. We got this. It's only Villa, and we got Woodbine to come on in the second half. We're fine. Send one nice pass here now, and we're in. Oh, nice one. Nice one. And we've taken the lead. And another absolutely astonishing result is on the way here. I did call it as a draw earlier. I'm starting to believe, James, I absolutely have no skill at this game at all anymore. It's like, I used to think I was not bad at the game. I was never great at the game, but I used to think, I'm not bad, I suppose, after all this time. But now I just think I have no skill at all at this game. Keep working hard. That worked last time. How are they doing for energy? What are they doing? Esprit, he's already come off. Okay, we'll keep going. I don't want any highlights, FM. No highlights, okay? I think I pushed the line up, didn't I? And that stopped Villa attacking, and we've suddenly created some more chances. Come on, we got this. Oh, Esposito now is picked up a knock. I don't believe this. Oh, my dear, dear, dear. Marcus Antonio can come on with the flu. I think he'd prefer to play. Centre mid might be a bit too active for him. Just play him as the DLP. I think he can play as the DLP. Yeah, I think... You tell me, James, how is this happening? You tell me. I have no idea. Oh, El Younesi looks like he's picked up a knock as well. He is feeling a bit left out. Akpom's already got a knock. He's coming in with his knock. Twanzebe. Brandon, I'll have to play Twanzebe over on the left because I don't have a right back. We got Daniel Ruiz on a 6.4. Who played there before? Like, what's happened to my young kids? Where's Woodbine? Because we're limited with... Why are we limited with subs? What's he done to my subs bench? Where's Woodbine? Ruiz will have to stay on then. Maybe Twanzebe can come here and Thompson can come on for Manquillo. And the rest will just have to see it out. But I did call this as a draw, didn't I? It'd be very unusual, even in like the other save, to get 2 wins on the bounce, especially against teams higher up. You usually get 1, and that keeps you around about where you're supposed to be. I don't want to drop them any encouragement, because often that does lead to a goal. They have scored. Oh. So maybe now it's time to pull the line back a bit again. Stop them putting those through balls in. Maybe it was short-lived. Maybe the game was just winding me up. Oh, and making me think, oh, we could win another one. The game does that as well. It tries to frustrate you. That's part of its charm. It makes you lose concentration and focus. He's still got a virus. I don't know how he's managing to play. He's doing his best though, bless him. And Transabi is still injured. He's not back in training yet. Bless him. Giving it all for the cause. And we're going to get beat, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Or maybe it's... I don't know what to do. I do have no idea. Hackney is tired now, but I've run out of subs, haven't I? I wonder if I should change it, just try and close the game down, but that'll just invite Villa on, won't it? But we're not doing very well at the moment, so got to do something. I think I'm going to go to the low block, try and conserve some energy. Too late. Absolutely too late, but then that's my fault probably. I didn't do that. Oh well, it's not to be. You can't win football matches with a handful of players, and most of those are injured in wheelchairs and on crutches. You can't do it. Famous last words, yeah. There's some young players getting some match time experience at least. Ruiz is having a poor game. Do something good. Oh, that was nice. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's dizzy. He's just like, this looks horrid. Ah, boy. Come on. Where's this goal? Arezzo. Oh, gee. Be a hero, boy. Be a hero. We're coming back into the game, though. The low block is bringing us back into the game. Come on, get on the end of it. Somebody get on the end of it. Tell you what, though, it's a good idea to buy yourself a good free kick taker. Ward-Prowse is having a field day in FM24. He's there with West Ham. I've never scored so many set pieces in all my life. He's just having a field day. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this game is winding me up. You've just got to let it wind you up. It will keep you at 13th or 12th or whatever, but just let it wind you up. So that's, I am proud of their efforts, especially the boys in wheelchairs. There you go, it's going to keep us around there. Once we start looking like other teams might be catching us, it will give us 3 points. So, no big deal. It just needs to do what it has to do. And these boys need to have a rest. Because otherwise I won't have a team to send out. And he needs a rest. He needs a rest. He needs a rest. Livramento needs a rest. Maybe we'll get some boys back. Oi, why can't I give them a rest? He needs a rest. He needs a rest. He needs a rest. He needs a rest. It's pretty much all the squad. So he's raising a Spria and a Doblich, a little jaded and could do with the rest. Sorry, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And we just keep going on. Shall I have a look at the staff? See what the staff are like. And who's the last one? I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm not going to start any nonsense. And let's have a look at the staff. They're not bad. They're not the best in the league, but they are not bad. And the physios are pretty good. Fitness coaches could do with improving. And we're one fitness coach probably short. So we have one goalkeeping coach, 3 goalkeeping coach, and 1 fitness. So let's place an advert for a fitness coach. And then that'll bring that up. They're actually not bad, the staff. I've seen a lot worse. But they should be looking after that job themselves. Getting their I can tell him off because he's generally not going to get upset, and tell him off as well. You want to get back in the first team, you're going to have to train better. So if we bring a fitness coach in, then that will take us up. The staff will be quite good. Not the best in the league, but you wouldn't expect to be in your first season in the second season in the Premier League. Oh, Amadozic could leave. 23.5 million. That would be sad. But then he hasn't played very well, so can go and play badly for someone else. Yeah, I think probably you're right, Andy. You probably need a faith healer. Ah, boy, oh boy. Let's go with what he says. I think I've got some players back now. Potential issue. See, they're so easy, and now it's really hard to deal with this. May want to offer Luis Jr. a target. He wants to play first team football. Well, let's try I'm not starting enough. I need you. Let's talk targets now. See, and none of them will accept talking about targets. Carry on doing your job, and he's now furious. So he's another one on the transfer list. Let's transfer list him. We can't have him around. They get so upset, and like they talked about these targets. Every time you offer them a target, they don't accept it. And I'm getting fed up of it, and I'm trying not to talk to the players anymore. I just don't. I praise them in training, but I don't talk to them anymore because they just get upset at every little thing. So I don't have very good relationships. Hello, boss. How are you? Go away. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm not in the best of moods. I don't talk to them anymore. And Twanzebe, I've promised that he will be sold if somebody comes in for 11. So he's gone. Oh, boy. So I might end up after this transfer window with no players. 10 to 14 million. He's a winger, though. I don't need a winger. I need full-backs. I need to be out of the Champions League. That's what I need. And it won't let me go out of the Champions League. So Manquillo, Thompson, Twanzebe and Akpom are all fit. 45. 40, it doesn't matter. You can play the whole game. Now let's see. Let's make sure we've got a bench here. Livramento's 5 days. Isaiah Jones 6 days. Pico is still a long way off. Bohinen, Liam Roberts. Soleil, Akpom. I still haven't got any full backs, have I? Woodbine, I got Woodbine. Where's my other fullback then? There's one, there's the other. Thompson. Oh, this is too hard. Bohinen, Pickle. Okay, Brandon Williams is back, is he? We'll change the style now. We'll start with the low block. We don't want to be pressing Man United. We're just going to get hammered if we press United. Okay, let's do it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is so hard, this save. It's like really hard. Really, really difficult. You're having a laugh. He wants us to win. Okay. It's only Man United with a full squad. My nemesis Rashford. And how come Rashford is never injured? How come he's never injured? Same as Haaland. Whenever you play them, he is never injured. I find that a bit strange. I find that very, very strange, in fact. And Rashford will score against me today, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, good free kick. Did it get deflected? Did it? It was a good block then. It was a very fine free kick. Actually, no, I'm going to go and play the high press. I think you're just a mad person, Theodore. I'm not feeling a home win at all. I think we're going to go and play the high press. Because I don't think this low block is ever going to work again. It might be the low block just doesn't work in FM24 like it did in 23. I don't know. I think you've got to attack teams in FM24. Although I might be wrong. Arezzo's in with 1-0 up. Already 1-0 up. You could be right. You could be right, James. Oh, it's going to be disallowed, is it? Yeah. Like, oh boy, should I go for them? Let's go for it. Let's go to the high press. We can keep the standard line. But let's not be afraid of them. Let's not show them we're afraid. United are attacking mostly down the middle. And they have had most of the match momentum. But it's all very close. I'm just wondering, is the game sort of like figuring out, hang on, we need to give him 3 points here to keep him alive? And is it figuring that out yet? Because West Brom are getting very close to us. Is that going to count? The linesman hasn't moved. The referee's checking it. Is this going to be another disallowed goal? No goals awarded. Yeah, I think you're right, James. The low blocks possibly are dead now. They've built these attacking tactics, haven't they? So everything's going to be attacking, positive. And I think that's why I got better results when I just stuck with that one attacking tactic. Go wide. Will that give them more space in midfield? You've got a point, though. Go wide. But at the moment, we're doing all right. I don't want to change anything. I need this team to get used to playing this way. Okay, it's so frustrating that they can't get familiar with it. I just need them to buck up, basically, or I will be going out to Sainsbury's recruiting players. But they're doing all right. We're beating Man United. Theodore, maybe you called that right there, eh? I wish the game stopped at half time. You know, all of the YouTubers are playing against me, yeah. And tactics are very fluid this year. Yeah, I think I'll forget low blocks this year. They were so beautiful last year. They worked so well. Let's just say keep working hard. Everybody's doing okay. Is everybody fit? Fit and healthy? No, Ruiz is tired. Isaiah Jones. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to bring Arezo onto the wing. Where's Namacha? He can go up front. It's about time he paid back the money that he cost. Oh, I do want to go. I don't want to get caught with that again. So we want to go and do that. Shout some instructions or send it on with a piece of paper. We'll have a look around the grounds where we are in the table. Because I think if West Brom are winning, we could slip down to the relegation zone. If we don't stop Man United today. But this is one of those games that could be a silly result. Could be a very silly result. Especially if Namacha scores here. And he has. Oh dear, oh dear. Where did you get that prediction from, Theodore? You told me earlier you sensed a home win. Brandon Williams against his old club, eh? I just sort of thought, why not give Namacha a game? Oh, you should be the manager here, Theodore. You've got much more confidence in the team than I have. We are getting tired, though. But we are 2-0 up. Oh, come on, let's make it 3-0. I mean, if West Ham beat Liverpool 4-0, we can beat Man United 4-0 as well. Come on. Oh, they hit the post. So we've had a disallowed goal. We've hit the post. Oh, boy. Namacha. Good call from the manager. I was about to put someone else on when I just changed my mind. Put Arezo on the wing. Offside, is that called? Okay, FM, that's enough highlights now. We don't want any more. Am I on key? Yeah, that's enough highlights. Come on, let's make it 3. Let's make my day. Oh, I say. We are absolutely battering them. Absolutely battering Manchester United. No, I just left it as it was. I was a bit worried. I did listen to you, James. But I was just a bit worried if they were playing down the middle. If I went wide, they'd have more space. So I just left it, and then we went 2-0 up. So I think if things are going well, I don't want to change it. And we're absolutely battering them at the moment. Yeah, Rashford will score. But we're just like controlling everything. Possession. They've hardly had a shot in anger. And he's just waving to his mum in the crowd. Don't know what he was doing there. Come on, boys, you got this. United are all over the place here. I want to go and, because I keep getting caught with that, we'll go and do opposition instructions. What's happened here? Arezo's got himself sent off, has he? Or is he Arezo's injured? No, it's Paulista has got himself sent off. Should I go positive against United or just stay as we are? It's for United to try and win this, isn't it? We'll just stay as we are. Let's make some changes, though. Yeah, I think you're right, James, and I think I'm discovering that. Just go with a high press all the time. Yanesi is tired. Arezo is very tired. Aspria is very tired, so Akpom can come on here. Force can play on the left. El Yanesi is very tired. Isaiah Jones. Oh, can't do anymore, can I? Let's see this game out, boys. I mean, United have only had 3 shots during the whole game. But it will be just like the game to bring them back into the game now. 2-2 finish. When they haven't been in the game at all. Oh, nice one. Come on, boys. We got this. Come on. Make it 3. Oh, yes! Namacha! 3-0. We feel like... Now can you see what I'm telling you about the game, boys? Why can't we do this against teams who are not as good? Why are we beating Manchester United 3-0 and we can't like beat Everton or Nottingham Forest or Brighton or any of those bottom teams? And the game does this just to keep you around about 13th or whatever, and it's the same pattern as I'm getting in the other save. Absolutely, James, absolutely. And I think, yeah, you're right. I think I need to slow the game down now. And so we'll go and slow it down a little bit. I'm not going to... God, these boys are tired though, aren't they? The press is taking out of them. I do have one more sub I can make, don't I? But I don't have anybody. Hackney can come on as... Yeah, I do have a sub I can make. And let's slow it down. We'll time waste a little bit. Dribble less, save your energy, be more disciplined. I don't want to counter press. And that's it. They're not going to score 2 now in the last 10 minutes. FM's not going to be that cruel to me. Slow it down, boys. Oh, they were 3-0 up. I forgot we're 3-0 up, aren't we? So they're certainly not going to score 3. Manquillo's on his knees. I think he's just taken a knock, is he? Surprised he's got the energy to take the throw. Are we going to make it 4? This will be like a mirror of the Liverpool fixture. And we got a penalty, have we? This is mirroring Liverpool. West Ham beat Liverpool 4-0. This is just bonkers. Yeah, this is very, very strange. 4-0, the same score as West Ham beat Liverpool by. This is really odd. But hey, am I going to complain about beating Man United 4-0? But now we'll play somebody like Nottingham Forest and lose 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. That's what happens. Yeah, fam, we don't need any more highlights. They're not going to score 4 now. Oh, good save. See, that was a pointless highlight. We've absolutely hammered them. Absolutely hammered them. They will score from this set piece, though. Hello, Zhao. How are you doing? Good to see you, mate. Good punch. Referee, whistle time. Oh, they're determined to score, aren't they? But my goalkeeper's having a fantastic afternoon. Come on, referee. We are way over here. The referee is cheating because he just wants them to score a goal. Come on, ref. Yeah, now it's whistle time. Thank you very much. 4-0. And I think now we can all see the game is very silly in FM24. Nice work, boys. That was very good. And that has put us up to, yeah, it keeps us in 13th. And that is exactly what the game is doing. And the season starts here. We are going high press and nothing else. Save. Yeah, I do need to do save it because we don't want to have to go through that again. We won't get a 4-0 next time. You did, Theodore. You told us. Oh, boy. Well, so what time is it now? 10 o'clock. We've played quite a lot today, haven't we? Started with Bruges. Beat Bruges, then we lost to Everton. Ha! Guess who's next? Nottingham Forest. And we will lose that game now. Having beaten Manchester United, we'll lose against Forest. But the next month, we should be in a good position. Match fixing. Yeah, absolutely, James. We don't want any of that nonsense in this stream. Oh, you're Portuguese. Are you in Portugal at the moment, João? Are you still in Portugal at the moment? I think we're going to play one more game. We're going to play the Forest game. Because I'm worried about the computer being turned on for Forest, if you know what I mean. They all have to have a rest because the game is in 2 days. So we'll play the last game against Forest, which we no doubt will lose because that's how things play out. But we're not going to do anything other than the high press. And this actually worked really well against United. That's the low block, isn't it? I want the high press. So that pretty much worked against United. No more low blocks ever in FM24. Those days are gone. And then I will predict that Nottingham Forest will beat us, though. Sonny, midfield looks pretty good, doesn't he? But we could afford him, actually. We could afford him. Let's put him on the short list. He's pretty decent. But I need full-backs more than I need a central midfielder. Are you a good coach? I used to think I was pretty good, Zhao. I don't know if I am anymore. Sometimes I have my moments, Zhao. I'm not going to say I'm a great FM manager. There are plenty out there who are far better than me. But I hold my own, I think. I'll work it out. One day I'll work out FM24. And it took me 8 months to work out FM23. But once I worked it out, we won everything. We are going to use his squad. And we'll play this last game. I fancy playing Arezzo on the wing, though, with Nemecha up front. So I'll have a look at what he's done. Yeah, I fancy playing Arezzo on the wing and putting Nemecha up front. It was those two boys who did it last time, so let's give Ruiz a rest. Are you a good manager, Zhao? Would you say you're an excellent manager in FM? James is a good player of this game, I think, and Andy's pretty useful too. Transfer window for English clubs. Rumours are linking Middlesbrough with Philippe Anderson. Better scout him then. Find out what he's about. Gonzalo Borges. A winger. I need a winger. But I need full-backs first. He doesn't need scouting. And Pablo Torre. Another attacking mid. Don't really need that. I need to buy a full-back. You don't have FM24. My underground contact says 2-2. Theodore's taking himself seriously now as a coach. Offers for a junior. I did put him on the 5 million. We'll just take that one then. Hull. So 5.2 mil from Hull. We'll take that. But we don't have to go and buy a goalkeeper. Who's this then? Who's he? We don't want him. Oh, he must be one of the DOF's suggestions. Oh boy. Oh boy. But we're actually doing as well as I could expect. If we actually look at the competitions page, we're in 13th and we're still in 6th in the Champions League. So that's pretty good for your first season. No, I want to play Nemecha. I want to give him his chance. We'll go positive. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll give this tactic a roll. We're just going to play this tactic with them until they are totally familiar. They've got to get used to it. Everything's fine except for the roles and duties, so we don't want to change this. It's a very successful tactic. Let's go for it. And if we lose, we lose. They've got to get used to it. Now, should I be stern with them? I think I should be. Okay, James, have a good night, mate, and we will see you very soon. And have a great weekend, my friend. climbed Wrexham. Yeah, I loved FM23. FM23 was a pretty good version. FM22 was better, but I liked FM23. I get annoyed with FM24 at the moment, but I keep forgetting it's just the beta. Yeah, if you do what we did last time, you'll do extremely well. So hopefully this will get better once the real game drops. Because I hope to goodness it's not going to stay like this. I really hope so. So come on, boys. My prediction is Nottingham Forest will win. According to what's been happening in my saves before, Nottingham Forest should win this one. But who knows? At the moment, nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. Middlesbrough have had the first shot. And Nottingham Forest are dominating the possession. Here we go. Here we go. Man United 4-0 and we'll lose now to Nottingham Forest. That was lucky. It's fairly even, but we're just not creating anything at the moment. Possession has leveled up. Let's reduce the tempo just a tad. Is it helping? Yeah, we've got possession now. But it's all Forest in terms of attacks. Oh, they've hit the bar. I'd be really annoyed if I was a manager of Forest now. We've hit the bar twice. This is not good. We're not creating enough. Let's go a little bit wider. Oh, we are in now. Come on. We got a chance here. Come on, Nemecha. Oh, my goodness me. Absolutely dreadful. I think... Where's the line? Where's the line? We need to push up, don't we? That's what we need to do. Because the space... He had too much space to run into. This isn't good enough. Goalkeeper's unhappy. I think it might be to do with the standard line, so maybe push the line up. We might get a little bit more reward. We did go wider against United, so playing wider might help. Chance. Oh. You just know when it's not going to be your day, don't you? You just know it. We're doing all right fitness-wise. I'd like to get a goal, boys. At the moment, it's Forest look more likely to score. And this is exactly what was happening in the other save. We're going to lose this. Oh. I still know we're going to lose this. And I can't... I've tried so many different things. And I don't think you can affect it. I don't think you can actually have an effect on it. I've just tried everything I know. Come on, boys. Can we get a goal here? Nope. We're giving away a lot of free kicks, aren't we? Has my assistant... No, he hasn't got anything. But I know this. I can sense it. We beat Man United 4-0. We're not going to be able to beat Nottingham Forest. It's all Forest, isn't it? Let's give them a demand more. This is the weirdest thing. Let's make some changes now. Twanzebe is tired. Let's bring on Manquillo. Manquillo did really well covering all that time. Livramento can come on here. Get back. Antonio. Hackney can come on for Antonio. Daniel Ruiz for Arezzo. The match is terrible. And Aspria's having a bad game. It's all Forest. And this is exactly how this game goes. We beat West Ham beat Liverpool 4-0, and then we lost to Norwich, I think, bottom of the league Norwich. And this is how this game is going at the moment. And this game looks like it's following the same pattern. Yep, there it is. There it is. And these stats tell me it was happening anyway. I knew it. I called it. The game has got so pathetic. It's so readable. We'll go attacking. It's just going to keep me at that position. I hope they're going to fix this. Really hope they're going to fix this. Unbelievable. I actually just do not understand what is going on. I have no idea what is going on. But we do have some space out there. But why was I not optimistic? I mean, you know, you can see, guys, I told you what is happening here. We're going to beat these big teams, and then we lose against the bottom of the league teams. It's the same for West Ham. It's the same in this save. And if you didn't believe me about West Ham, well, you can see it happening before your eyes now. I don't know what's wrong with it. But it doesn't matter what you do, you will not beat these teams. And I don't know whether it's because we're in Europe for the first time, but you are not allowed to beat anybody down here. Not allowed. And you'll pick up the odd win against teams up here now and again. But you are not allowed to win anybody against anybody down here, no matter what you do. So you can see it now with your own eyes. And both my saves have been identical, to the point where West Ham beat Liverpool 4-0 and then lost 1-0 in the next game against Norwich, who were at the bottom of the table. We have just beaten Manchester United 4-0 and we've lost 1-0 to a team that are at the bottom of the table. They're identical. They're following the pattern identically. I don't know what is wrong with it. I have absolutely no idea. But anyway, it's now 20 past 10. I'll call it a night here before I go absolutely blue in the face. And we'll come back. I think probably I'm doing too many live streams for you guys. I'm not sure. But I will come back on Sunday because we've got to get this season done while we're in the beta. Sounds like I need a cup of tea and just relax, Andy. I just can't believe that they are following exactly the same pattern. We'll be fine at the end of the season. It's already planned what's going to happen at the end of the season. West Ham ended up fine. So we'll be fine at the end of the season. It will keep us in this position where we're supposed to be. It will just give us, like it did with Manchester United, it gave us the 3 points. It gave us the 3 points against Wolves. It's just keeping us in that position in the table. And then any smaller team that we come up against, we're going to lose. It's just unnerving. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday, 8 o'clock. Don't forget, Theodore, Sunday, 8 o'clock. After all the footy has finished. And we'll do another month. And I will play a month in between. And then we'll come back and we'll do another month. And we'll stay with this high press. And see what happens. Because I think the low block is finished in FM. It was good last year, but it's not working anymore. So I shall see you guys on Sunday. Thanks for coming and putting up with my rants. Cheers, Tim. But I'm ranting because I've been playing this game a long time, and I know when there's something wrong with it, and it's not performing right. I gotta hope it's just because it's the beta, and it will improve. But we'll see you on Sunday, guys, and maybe we'll get better results on Sunday. Certainly West Ham did. And have a good night, and I'll go and get a pasty to eat now, I think. I've got a nice chicken pasty. And we'll see you on Sunday. Don't forget, Sunday, 8 o'clock. I'll be here. Hope to see you too. Good night, guys.